Tilt it down. Chat filter. All messages. Bluetooth off. There we go. Hopefully everybody is having a lovely day. Goodness. Yeah, sorry, forgot to take my mucus medication. I also definitely need to like wash my shoes from yesterday. Hello, Aiden. How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. You know we stay on the daily grind. Most of the time, when I can. Yesterday. Hello, Earth. How's it going? So, yesterday I finally got this metal frame off of that large piece of glass. It was really stressful because every time I hit it, I actually almost got a shard of glass stuck in my eye, which was not fun. So immediately after I put on, I don't have safety goggles or anything like that, but I do have these funny little glasses I got off Temu. Oh, hold on, let me show the project. It's a, well, let me show one part of it. I gotta wire it together. It normally takes a little bit. Gotta do some wiring. But imagine a cosplay that is constantly being upgraded and worked on, like a robot character, basically. And the community, all the viewers can suggest ideas, and one day we're going to be holding, like, votes for them. I've written down every idea I've been suggested so far. We have 12 of them. Anyway, so one day we're going to be building them on live stream, but first I have to get a screen that I can actually see out of inside the cosplay. Hey Chuck, how's it going? Stop what? Oh, you said sup. Oh, I see. Autocorrect, I'm guessing. Hopefully you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream. That was the input. Oh my goodness, that was almost bad. I almost had that same wiring issue I had last time. Alright. I gotta take the hat off. I have to remove the hat. It is custom that I start every live stream wearing that hat. Has it been res a circuit, or you assume it's lights? No, it's not lights. It's a amplifier wired into a spy radio. Well, not radio. Voice recorder. I guess like the ones that they use. Like this one is made to run for about 24 hours. Recording. And quite literally, this is what is used to, like, listen in on people. But I decided to use it for the speaker for a cosplay. I also have this speaker that was inside the roof of the trailer. I took it out, and I've been just constantly working on this. Got to power everything up now. All right. I do intend on getting better parts for this. I've caught enough. Hold on. 1 second. There we go. I do intend on getting better parts for this over time. Is it working? Come on. All right, there we go. All right. See, it could be louder, but hold on. It is actually having like voltage issues. What's going on here? All right, let's see. Okay, it's just barely. Okay, there we go. All right, got it working. It's a chest-mounted speaker, and funny enough, the way it's set up, all the wiring and stuff, when I'm not wearing this, can fit inside of it. So I can just rebuild the little hand radio, and these leather straps actually act as handles for it, and it's basically like a little suitcase. It's really fun. I'm kind of just working on this until, I can afford to go to college for my engineering degree. And I'm going to be using this frame to make a bunch of interchangeable screens, which I think would be really fun. Because, like, imagine for, like, different live streams or events, I could just, like, pop it out, bolt in a new screen that does a completely different thing. basically the mission is just to make something really fun and unique. Eventually, I'm gonna actually have to make this thing run Doom on one of the LED screens that I put on here, which is gonna be fun. I've met a ton of interesting people while doing these streams. Had a lovely time. So far, my only issue has been keeping up with these 3 identical notebooks, because I have one of them that I write all my stuff in for this project. I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? What am I know I'm forgetting something, but I know not of what I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, today's the day we're going to try and figure out how to make a mount for the, I guess, recorder. So first I need to figure out the perfect spot to set this. Alright, we're going to turn on the amp. Oh, do not fall. You are not allowed to fall. Alright. So I'm thinking, let's see, this sounds like it's coming across loud enough. It might not be though. Let's see. Is this thing turned off? Did it turn off? It turned off. No wonder I couldn't hear it. Alright. We still have some like kinks and stuff to work out from this. You know how it is. But today I'm going to be taking the front off and mounting this in there, which is going to be, when it actually turns on and works, pretty interesting. Come on. This thing has the longest boot up time of any small device I've ever seen. Come on. Alright, there we go. So, I'm just going to figure out which position is best for the mic. When I put this on, let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about like right here is definitely going to work. So, perfect center at an angle. Alright. Yep. Ow. Now I get to take the front off. I loathe having to do this. Not love, loathe. I hate it. It causes such annoyance because it takes like 10 minutes to get these screws out and back in. Let me scroll, make sure everything's working. Power this off, that way I don't waste the battery. You cannot hear it very good. Oh, this is very bad. I might be having like wiring issues. Hold on. Am I actually need to check this out. Hold on. Because if you guys can't hear it very good, that is very bad. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Just in the helmet. Okay. Just in the helmet. So, I think I have it working again. What happened was the tape that I'm using, because I don't have a soldering kit yet, was loose, and I needed to tighten it. But I think the speaker is loud enough now. So, thank you for pointing that out. I do appreciate that. You know, it actually would be really smart for me just to fix my hair instead of having to constantly change, like, the hat. Ow, ow, ow. Stop. Stop. Okay. Hopefully everybody is doing lovely today. I'm fixing my hair. I do apologize. I kept on getting stuck inside the helmet. We're going to put this very, very fragile mesh on my bed, because I cannot risk that getting a hole punctured into it. And now, you guys can see the inside of this thing for once. I hope to the gods, or just the, you know, I just hope to whatever being, deity, or individual is on my side that this does not fall apart. I just got, no. Ain't no way. Not doing it. Ain't cutting my hair for a milestone. Took too long to grow it like this. I take a lot of pride in it. Most I do is trim off the dead ends. Is this coming up? Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys can't really see what I'm doing, huh? Hold on. There we go. Look at that. POV stream. watch local crazy person disassemble a monitor on live stream. You know, honestly, I didn't think I'd actually get to like 500. Like, I was hoping for it for the longest time, but I never actually expected that I would get to it anytime soon. So that was actually really, really cool. You know, I do appreciate all the support that this project's been getting and like all the nice people I've gotten to talk to. The one thing I don't appreciate is the singular screw that... Okay, is it working? Okay, it is. It's doing its job. We're fine. Okay. All of them should be undone. Okay. Now, the scary part. Oh. Oh, wait, you guys can see on the inside. Look. There's my police helmet on the inside that I told you about. Got the cardboard. There's a singular screw going through the top, but I put a little star of cardboard on top so I didn't get stabbed while I was working on it. But yeah, so that's where my head goes. And I can actually show why when I wear it, my eyes are in the small triangle at the bottom. It's because this helmet is so thick that my eyes are at the very bottom of the actual like case. So it's pretty cool. I don't know, I guess you guys can finally see like an inside POV of it. Why is this loose? Hold on, I need to tighten this. I do apologize. I have to tighten my like little tripod thing. There we go. Now I need to keep track of every single one of those screws that are just waiting for an opportunity to cause me pain. Alright, so I have 3 of them. Where's the 4th one? Okay, there's the 4th one. See, fun little fact about these 3 screws in here. I mean, these 4 screws. 3 of them. Oh, it's fine. I wear shoes on these live streams. Look, 3 of them. I don't know if you can see it. 3 of them are... Camera focus, please. You know, you'll just have to take my word for it. 3 of them are really good. While the 4th one is slightly rusted. But I don't have any other screws. Because I did try, believe me, I tried to find another screw that would fit inside this without damaging the case. So I just have to, like, 10 minutes trying to get the screwdriver aligned inside of the screw that's all the way down inside of this. And then the fact that the actual case is like, you know, a weird shape means it takes me forever to get this all set up. And there's a piece of glass in my yesterday. I just now found that out. Owie. Leave my skin. Get out of there. I'll get tweezers later. It's fine. Hey, Daps. How you doing? Take a screw off my bed. If I take a screw off my bed is going to collapse. Funny enough, the boards that hold my mattress up aren't screwed in. Because there are no screws for them. My bed is a sleigh bed. Get the glass on my finger right now. About that, I don't think I actually can without like slicing my whole finger open with another tool to get it out. So I'm going to wait till later when I'm not working on my projects. Do not worry. We are fine here, guys. We take these tiny wins. Look at this thing. Also, look, you guys can see the front. And that's why you can't see me. It's because I'm using a felt material behind it. And I see through this tiny little spot right here in the bottom. Because that's where my eyes are. And I just thought y'all would like to see that. And if I move the felt sheet, you can also see where it's bolted into the actual frame. The cardboard is also bolted into the frame. And now, where did I put it? We have this, which we will use to make a screen that is not placeholder. We're not going to do it in this stream because I need to drill holes through this metal on like the 4 sides of it. So why exactly did I put cardboard in there instead of nothing? Well, I just liked the idea. Funny enough, I actually went through the effort of running staples and pins through this cardboard and then like bending them so they fit and like stay on properly as one large sheet. Because I just thought it looked better, in my opinion, than just, let me show you. Because it feels like this is just like this feels more placeholder, you know? Whereas when I remove these bolts, well, let me be more technical about it. They're large screws with large flat, like I guess washers or whatever, like weirdly shaped washers on them. And they take forever to unscrew. So we'll be here a little bit. Come on. Alright, so there's one. And funny enough, what happened, like another thing that actually happened with this, I should draw a little face, or I should like cut out some paper eyes and stuff and put them on there. You know, I actually just realized why I put cardboard on the front again. If you see that large wrinkle, hold on, in the back, that's because of the felt material. And the only way to not have that is to have it perfectly like placed around it. But since there was no metal frame for me to mount it onto, like this right here, I was unable to. Now, we can run a test. I do have like at least an entire roll of this felt material left over. If need be, we can dial it back. But I do want to just see if I can mount the frame in there and maybe put the felt over it. Just as a test, you know? Like, maybe, just maybe, things won't end horribly. And another worry I had was that people could see my face, which is why I put so much cardboard in this specific shape, setting it up where like you could not see inside of the helmet, and I could only see out from that tiny triangle. A lot of thought went into it because I didn't want to break people's immersion. Because again, this entire project was, you know, for like the viewers and anybody who's interested in it. All right, so here's the felt sheet. If we remove that, you can actually see that the cardboard, hold on, let me find the right piece of it. See that right there, this one with the hole in it? That is from where it was bolted in. And this is actually raised up so that it mounts to this main sheet. And then every piece is set up where it like holds with friction, and it was all cut to fit specifically like this. So if I raise it up, see, one solid piece. It's a bunch of small pieces, but it's like held together with like staples and stuff, and like a lot of stuff that went for like, positioning, all that, you know, all that fun stuff. Now let's see, this went like this. I'm gonna try and run this like felt sheet over the front. All right. I gotta like, when I do this, I actually have to go around like all the edges. Because if there's wrinkles in it, it won't look right. Okay. See, and another issue is you can see through it. So, hold on, I'll have to bolt it in just for this test. Hold on, where's my precision blade? Hold on. There it is. But yeah, if anybody new has joined, we are currently just working on this little cosplay thing. Fun little community project. I have to constantly talk because I do not know if anybody is watching the stream or not, because the viewer counter does not work for me because my internet's just bad. All right. All right, we got to tighten this. You're watching? Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. There's hair falling into my mouth like this. Okay. But you see the issue with the wrinkles and all that now? Oh, I forgot to mount the other corner so I could actually do like the little test. Oh goodness, that almost ended very, very, very poorly. Like the worst way that it could have. In fact, this entire thing could have just fell apart after all that time. I would have cried. I would have cried on the live stream because the front would fall out of it. Just run my little blade. You guys can't see this, but that's fine. Because if I adjust the camera too much, I'm fairly certain everything will just fall apart. Because that's just the kind of look I have. So you guys will just have to take my word for it at the moment. Now, when you need this, you can say ready. All right. Yep. Can you see my face in here? I do have to ask. Hello. Not really? No? All right, let me look. Just barely. A slight outline. All right. Well, I could probably fix that with like a hockey mask or something, you know? That would probably be like not a hockey mask. What's it called? The ski mask. There we go. The delay is about 15 seconds. I see. I see. Always hate to see that, but what can we do? We've come to accept that our streams will have delays. I'm over here playing like YouTuber Simulator, basically, like Streamer Tycoon. Just in real life, I have to get the upgrade to get better internet. All right. Please don't wrap up all the extra material. You're doing exactly what I said not to do. Oh my god, why are you doing this? Why are you this way? Hold on. I went through all the effort to make it not do that, and it did it anyway. It's funny how stuff like that goes. My goodness. Hello, how are you doing, Nine? It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. All right, there we go. Now, you guys can't see what I'm working on at the moment, but I have to hold it up whenever I see a new message that's from 15 seconds ago, apparently. Please just cut the material. It's not that hard. Don't you dare. Don't you dare start trying to do that stupid thing where you scrunch up the material. Don't you dare. You are not allowed to. All right. It's not doing that. What part is that? Oh, this is the this is a screen upgrade. We're going from a placeholder to a second placeholder. Until I can actually install an LED screen, we are using this felt material. Because I guess it would probably look better than the cardboard. Though I am still fairly proud of that cardboard. That was some good cardboard work right there. Say what you will, my cardboard skills are on point. Right now we have to hope that it doesn't... It's not doing the thing! Finally! Today is a good day. You know, the last one, I learned that hot glue is not good with this felt material and metal. So if I do ever want to have like a felt screen, I absolutely have to do what I just did here and like bolt it. Hate to, but you know, it's just how it is. And now I have to like slice the material. I don't have scissors, so I just have to use this blade. Should I do that thing where it's like YouTubers are like, hey, don't do this at home? Exactly. My cardboard skills are on point. I'm a master of the cardboard arts. I've been messing with cardboard and making props and stuff for years. I was born with the cardboard, molded by it. I don't even know what I'm saying. I think I'm crazy at this point, y'all. But that's alright. Everybody's a little weird. Don't. No. Do not wrinkle the material. I'm cutting off excess. Oh, that was by my knee, and this is a... This blade cuts through paper just by touching it. I don't want that touching me. Because I have skin. Yes, I know I was crazy before all this as well. Alright. And now we have it. We have the mic. And since we have a placeholder screen, can I see through this? Can I like just barely read? You know, it's actually not much different than the original. So you know, because it is the exact same screen. I do have a mesh that I could use as well. Maybe I'll like cut out some parts and like sew the mesh in eventually. But until then, we can do this. Baby steps, if you will. I'll be right back. I do need to fill up my water bottle. I need to stay hydrated. Also, you remember to drink water. It's important. Devin, I'm gonna punch you about the ball joint. You know how much I hate them. You know, I know you personally, Devin. Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the stream. No, Daps's name is Daps. Daps is Daps. Nah. With my 15-second delay. What was I doing again? I lost my train of thought. The ADHD has claimed my soul. No. No. What was I doing? You guys, you know, also be pretty cool, like for this cosplay. Like if I ever get like sponsorships and stuff, what if I like make custom like little stickers or whatever that I can put over the actual like cosplay, and it's like the decal of the company that's sponsoring the video or something, just for like the ad read, and then I can take it off. Wow. I have this for a lantern. I have this, but I don't know. That hit my face putting it on. Nothing beats a... Huh? I'm confused. I do not know what that means. I'm sadly... What? What do I hate ball joints? Because in like 3D modeling and like video games and stuff, you see ball joints used for like mechanical characters and all that. But the issue with ball joints is they move great, right? But they don't hold weight well. Oh, it's a meme? I see. I'm not informed of that one. But like, and I see these characters, like these crude looking robots in like media and all that, who have ball joints that aren't made correctly, and they're just basically they're not up to my my engineering standard, and it gets on my nerves whenever I see them. I get slightly annoyed, and then I go out of my way to like redesign it so it would work. And, like I'll draw up sketches. Daps knows that because like they've seen me go on multiple like side tangents about how these like sci-fi robots are not built correctly, even though it's sci-fi, and it's just something I cannot stop myself from doing. It's in my soul. All right. Hmm. Maybe, maybe. I have a piece of a old toy. I believe it was a speedboat, like an RC speedboat. It's like the cockpit for it or whatever. You know, like where like the little guys would be at. I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere. But I need to mount this little guy into now that I can actually show you guys the inside. Let me get him. I need to mount this little dude into this little center compartment where my finger's at, right here, right there. What? See, this fits right here. But what I want to do with the actual like design is I want to be able to take it in and also take it out. That way I can charge it and also go through the modes. So that is my issue so far. Hmm. I do not know what 9 is talking about. And honestly, I think I'm okay. Why not add the charging port to the head? Well, the reason why is because I do intend on reusing this for other projects. And if I add the charging port to the head and I drill a hole into it, then the the cord that I have to charge this is not nearly long enough. I should add a multi-tool somewhere in the build. I probably good, or I could add like the Five Nights at Freddy's like Faz wrench, where like you plug it into like the little things and it turns. Like what if I ever do like I should get a 3D printer. I should. You know what? You should tell your friends to subscribe. That way I can afford a 3D printer. That would actually do wonders for the projects. Because there's no way I can afford one now. I have $2 to my name. See you, Nine. You have a good one. It was great seeing you in the stream. Love to see it. Alright, what do we got here? Hey, you know how people talk about like all the bells and whistles and machines? What if I were to tell you I literally have bells, and somewhere in that box there is a whistle? I literally have bells and whistles, guys. It's crazy. I also have this cool skull my grandfather gave me. A brand new, pretty bad to the bone. It's covered in chrome. I got bars. I don't even have lyrical bars, let alone Wi-Fi bars. Record. I have a camera. That was bars though? Nah. I have a camera, another camera. I have a lot of tiny camera sensors. I have a lot of cameras and sensors from those like really cheap, like Timu. That's alright. I do want to learn 3D modeling as well for this project anyway, and plus it's useful to know CAD software. That's alright. I do appreciate the offer, but I learned early in the content creating thing is the most I can rely on other parties for, and it be fair, is like just for them to show up. That's the most I can rely on somebody for. Because I did have a friend who was a channel assistant at one point. He did not assist. Then there was another person who was an editor. He did not do the editing. In fact, he would put it off for multiple months, and then my channel was like on a really bad backlog, and we lost a lot of viewers. So I do like intend to do most of this stuff myself, but I am fully open to suggestions and like help. Like just showing up helps enough, really. I have a Google Home Mini. I don't want to put them inside the project though. Mostly because I don't want whoever owns Google involved in my project. I don't want them there. Speaking of stuff like that, did you know companies just like flat out sue people for customizing the things that they buy? It is wild. Like, how am I going to spend like all this money on a car and then you're going to sue me for like painting my car? I don't need Google Mini as my Jarvis. I shall build my own and his name will be Chuck. It was already decided early on that I was going to have a little thing where I turned chat into a little robot that I build. And basically the little thing would scan like the messages and it would play like through text to speech what the chat says the most, and his name would be Chuck. I need to learn how to do that, actually. I could probably look into like another YouTuber or like ask for some assistance from somebody else who does stuff like that, and then I could learn. Because ironically, YouTubers are really helpful towards each other. And it's not like I'm flat out asking like, hey, I just want to know like, hey, how did you do that? And like, can you show me or like dumb it down, really really dumb, so I understand. Because I have plenty of motors and circuit boards if need be, and I can always like circuit boards like ordered offline are like $2 and $3. It's crazy. And if I need it to do something simple, I can always use the parts from this guy. You know all of these projects link back to? Bro, I wish. I need to. You know what I need to do? I need to make this thing so cool that Jacksepticeye like just like sees it. Or wait, when I make the giant eyeball, I can make it green. I could have like a green lens that I could install into it. Like, hey Jacksepticeye. That'd be cool. I gotta do that. I already have the light that I want to use. Thing weighs like 4 pounds, and it's all because of the giant buckshot type batteries inside here. It is 4, I think it's D batteries. These things are huge, by the way. And it weighs a ton, so I probably have to do something where I change that up. But I'm getting sidetracked. I need to lock in. I have a disc reader. This also has a scanner in it. So I have to look back at the chat every now and then because I still don't know what my delay is. And I don't want to like miss anybody's message because I'd like feel bad. You know what I mean? Anyway. We have a... What is this? What's the voltage for this? It was... I think it's like 6 volt or something like that. I don't know. When you read this, I'm going to test the delay. How is the delay? Hi. Does that work? It's probably bad. It's probably some bad delay, not gonna lie. That's for like a jaw. Speaking of which, where is my lower jaw? Not my face jaw, but my other jaw that I have. Where is the jaw that I own besides the one on my face? Here we go. This jaw. Only like 5 to 10 seconds. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good for me anyway. This is my other jaw. I like this jaw. It's a good jaw. I got it from a old Christmas decoration that would talk, and when I worked on it, it screamed and then caught on fire. But that's a story for another day. Now, where's my testing wire? There's my testing wire. This is the scariest thing I own. You wanna know why this is the scariest thing I own? Because this plugs into my wall. And these are exposed positive and negative wires. And the only way I can even get enough electricity to test this thing is to plug it into my wall. Or this battery pack that also has enough electricity to kill me. So, win-win, lose-lose, really. I'm going to angle this downwards, and I'm going to show how this thing moves. Hopefully. Don't kill me. So we're going to put the jaw right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll move it backwards. That way it's like in frame a little bit better. But that's what you're looking at. That right there. And then I do this. God, this is scary. Why did I make this? There we go. You see it? Welcome back, Asia. I'm just showing the mechanical jaw I have. It's on the floor moving at the moment. Don't shock me. Don't shock me. Look at that. Is it cool? And if I like... Yes, Asia is actually a really supportive viewer. I love seeing them when they join. It's really fun. I love seeing all my viewers when they join. But they actually commented on like one of the shorts, like the little ad that I made for this thing. But yeah, do you guys think I should use this little jaw? I really want to use it as like an eyelid or something. It's also like crab walking away from me. Get back over here. This is still terrifying though. You see why I want to learn how to use a circuit board. And there are a lot of YouTubers who probably at least offer like one text message of assistance. If on the off chance they acknowledge me. So you know. Alright, so I'm gonna use it then. I'm gonna hit up somebody who makes like really irresponsible inventions. And I'll be like, hey, do you have advice? But yeah, this is the testing wire. This is what I use to test my my electronic parts that require more energy than just a battery or something like that. You see, you don't do this at home because this is a positive and negative. And this plugs into the wall or a battery pack that has enough electricity in it to kill me. Anyway, do not touch both of these ends when it is plugged in. And always be sure you know what you're looking down at what you're doing, because if you look up and look away and you touch those two wires, it's not going to be fun. And that's why I barely ever use this, and I'm terrified of it. It was when I made that, it was one of those moments where I was like, oh my god, what have I done? As I test it from home. Yes, but I'm different, because I'm the person on the camera. If you do it, it's bad because you could get hurt. But if I do it, it's bad because I can get hurt. I actually do need to use that a second time, though, because I want to see if I can use these drone propellers. Okay. Drone propellers, do you work? Oh! This is why you pay attention. My fingers almost touched the same end. Hold on, I'm unplugging that. I need to retwist these wires together. Nothing bad has ever happened. Everything bad. Have you seen Live Leak? Actually, no, don't tell me. I'm about to make like the YouTube equivalent of Live Leak, but it's just me. It's just me dying. My main goal is to blow up and act like I did know somebody at one point. Because I blew up. I'm terrified. I stutter when I get scared. Please work. Please work. Oh! Okay. Hey! Alright. So, no. Bend this wire down. Stay down. And now, I pick these back up and connect them. Look at that. Look at that. We got it working. It's making sparks. This is terrifying. But we have motion. Oh my god. It has like a throttle. Oh my god. So, what do you think? Is this useful? Is this useful? Is this useful for the project? It's vibrating and it's snapping as I'm messing with it. This is horrible. Can it fly? Hold on. Before I plug it in, I'm gonna see if I can like wire it together. Okay. Negative. Around the negative. No, I can't wire it together. The wires are too small. Okay. We know it works. I don't know what I'd use it for with the project, but that's a motor. Got a Furby. I need to solder him back together. He's missing parts. Some of the wires broke off. Got a solar panel. Got an eyeball with a light in it. I feel like a mad scientist talking about like showing these parts and stuff. Like a someone who's just not okay. There is no way. I'm putting the. I was joking about that, by the way. There's no way I'm putting this anywhere near my face. When I was using it, the engine itself was sparking. The motor. Electricity was coming off of the motor. I'm not doing that. No way. That's like a fire hazard, and that's coming from me. All right, where's the doohickey? There it is. I need to make a spot to mount it. If I get like a strap or something. I have to look back at the chat occasionally because of the delay. But also, hello if anyone here is new. Welcome to the stream. I must occasionally greet people in case new people join and I don't know. This is a chainsaw spring, and this is a clock spring. They're very similar, just with different sizes. Hello, Aiden. Where's my other spring? I don't know where my other spring is, but I just like zoned out. Hold on. Where's my hat? You are. I am definitely not eating because there's nothing around me to consume unless I want to consume copper wiring, and sadly, I do not run off copper. Or I guess to the benefit of that, you know, it's like imagine if you could only eat copper, like just a bunch of goblin people. There'd just be tunnels. Start building up the immune system. Daps is also not eating right now. Alrighty. Ow. This is why I don't mess with these types of springs. They hurt me every time. Okay. Now, this is decent news. Where are my screws? There's one screw. It doesn't work well, but it's there. Ball joints. No ball joints. Hold on, let me look. You know what you mess with that won't hurt? No, I'm not messing with ball joints. I hate them with a burning passion. I am a day one ball joint hater. Where did I put the testing cord? I need to test this motor. Oh, I should separate these far enough where they don't connect and start a fire. Alright. Oh, ow. Whoa. Okay. Apparently this one's so strong that it moves it, that it like rotates and moves itself. We're gonna press the power button again. Try that a second time. I don't know if you can see it, but sparks come off of it. Oh well. How patient are you? Can you wait like 5 hours for VR chat? Funny enough, I do end up waiting. No, would I align with? Oh, I see. We're gonna summon. We're summoning the religious people. I don't think I would really align with any of them. Sadly, but that's just because of my previous belief that I stated, say in the other stream, where it's like I believe everything is based off something, and I'm personally just like, oh, I'm open to the concept of there being a deity, but I don't really like know for like it's concrete. It's like, oh yeah, it's only one, or it's like, oh yeah, it's this guy, or it's like, just the different ones. There's a lot of them, and so like no matter which one you pick, you will make. I do not know what that means. I'm gonna be honest. That is a word that I do not understand. Mind. I also have this tiny hammer. It's from an alarm clock, a wind up one. Yeah, we just vibing here today. We just vibing. I guess today is not which day was it that was really good? It was like Wednesday, wasn't it? Like the middle of the week, I guess, is the best day to do live streams. Which is weird, but we take these W's, I guess. Now I gotta wait for the chat delay. I have so many random things. Yes, I have a skull. I have a giant Coca-Cola can mini fridge. I have over like 20 nutcrackers, by the way. Like those little wooden soldier dudes that show up all around Christmas. I have a collection of them, and I have one for almost every holiday except for Halloween. I have neurodivergency. Can you tell? uh, Not really. I'm just like, I'm open to the concept. Like, if I just like this, and then someone goes, "Hey yo, what's good?" I bet you like, "Oh, alright then," and that's about it. I think that's all I have to say. I'm very, very neutral on the topic because if it is not obvious, I really don't like the conflict that arises from opposing beliefs, and it's not really a. It's not that I don't see that each belief has like perks to it, and it's like people live by a certain way, and that's perfectly fine. But the issues arrive when the ones who do follow different beliefs, when they interact, if they don't like greet each other with an open mindset, and they're like, instead they're immediately like, "Oh, you're wrong," yada yada yada, and like they immediately start with aggression. That's where the issue arises for me with stuff like that. And I guess it's the approach. You gotta be, unless you're. I don't know what you mean. One sec. Where is. Oh, you guys want to see another cool thing I have? Like, just side tangent. I have this gourd. I have a gourd. But the gourd is hand carved with a cowboy in the desert. It's pretty cool. I like my gourd. I don't know why I had the need to show the gourd, but I had to show the gourd. Parts. Something's missing. What is missing? What am I'm missing something, but I don't know what I'm missing. Well, that was a bong. That was a gourd. I don't have a bong. I don't like the idea of using substances. Considering family history, that is, and what it does to people. Like, I'm not gonna judge anybody for using substances, but like personally, I don't think I could. But yeah, but that's also just because like I have like a mucus condition, and with that, if I breathe in smoke, I'm basically just like KO'd. I'll just die. Not actually, but like I just won't be able to catch my breath for like a good 20 minutes. Fun to learn. And I live with smokers, so it's like a weird little mini game I have to play every time I'm in a car and they light a cigarette. I have to like as quietly and as slowly as possible reach towards the window to roll it down. Because if you roll down the window when a smoker's beside you, they'll be like, "Oh, it's not killing you," and I'm like, "But it is slowly. I don't want that in my lungs. You can have it." So like I'm just in the back seat. They turn around. I have to like go back to like what I was doing or like pretend I was doing something else. It's just like, oh, you know what I mean? It's interesting actually. It's a very interesting thing. I don't understand them. The chat delay is strong with this one. A fun fact about this little Furby: its circuits were fried, and I actually fully disassembled him and rebuilt him, and I wired a new speaker into him. It's jammed. I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to judge people because it's like I don't see people as a bad person. It's just I like breathing, and I don't understand them, but I don't fault them for it either because that's bad. You know, it's just something they do that I just wouldn't do. And I try my best not to judge, but that is something everyone does. But I don't want to. Like I'll jokingly judge someone, but like not fully. It's hard to describe. I suck at explaining things. This is the hill that I die on. Apparently, I keep on getting sidetracked. Hold on. If I keep on looking at the chat, I'm never gonna get this done. I gotta look away from the chat. But if I don't look at the chat, I can't have cool interactions with people. Oh hey, that's for my brother. I'll put that right there. I have a dinosaur leg with wheels on it. Little RC dinosaur. Do we have to use the solar gun or something? I like this position. I like where it is. But what I don't like is the fact I can't make it stay there. I might end up. Where's the Exacto knife or whatever it's called? I don't know. I always call it something different every time I use it. If I like whittle away at the plastic and just make a spot to hold this thing. Bam. And then bam. Okay. Now I have two little slits to work from. Gotta go now? Alright then. You have a good day, Daps. Thank you for joining. It was really fun talking to you. Oh, there's the tape from the previous thing. That's probably why it wasn't cutting properly. Alright. Ow. 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 I need a file. Like one of those ones that they use in the Western movies to like file through the prison bars. That's what I need. Working wires and mechanical control. I don't really know what I want to do. This is my issue. I have so many ideas, but I can't do any of them. What did I major in? Well, I've not went to college yet, if that's what you're asking. But what I do want to do is mechanical engineering, and then maybe mess around in the field with like cybernetics and all that. I don't know. I like machines, and I like seeing how they work, and it's just something I do. Like since I was like in elementary school, I was like designing little robots and building them and all that. Never had knowledge of circuitry. Everything was just like positive and negatives, and like I'd build the mechanisms. And what they would do is one motion would lead to like six other motions, and then gear ratios are a wonderful thing. They're very wonderful. And it's like you power a different thing, and it's like a full-on little controller. You can all see? Oh, well. Sorry. Yeah, this little like little cylinder motor. This thing's fun. I know they're all cylinders, but like I mean like this little what's it called? Its gear is weird. I don't know. Spiral gear. I believe it's a spiral. Screw gear. Screw gear. There we go. I got there eventually. This thing's fun. It's like a budget fidget spinner. But it probably costs like more than a fidget spinner, but whatever. I don't know. Yeah, what do I know? I just put things together. Probably use this lower jaw. Mount it here. I could, but that then would. I live in pain. I'm in Spain. You know, whatever. I'm confusing myself. I need water. Oh wait, actually, the spot that I am carving is actually working, so that's cool. It's just, ow, pain. Ow, pain. Have any of you went to college? And if so, what did you guys like to go for? I'm curious. My curiosity has been piqued, if you will. Ah, don't cut me. Don't cut me. Don't cut me. That's getting dangerously close to cutting me. I don't want that. Okay. Oh, wait, I need to show what I'm doing. I forget. That's the thing with content creating. All right. The little beams right here that I'm touching. And in order to fit this into here, I need to cut a little rectangular slot that this slides into in these little beams. And for that, since I don't have a file or anything like that, I'm using my little X-Acto knife. Oh. Ow. Ow. The metal frame is like just poking me every time I do this. Alright. I have the duality of man over here. I have like one of them that's like really, really smooth, and then the other one that's just like really, really angry and jagged. And every time I try and mess with it, it hurts me. It's like that of it's like trying to hug a cactus. You guys want another fun little side tangent? Hold on, now I gotta remember what I was gonna say. That's ADHD. ADHD. I don't even need to describe it. Just one word. One word explains. Alright, what was the side tangent? Oh, okay. If you guys know the show BattleBots, where they make the robots fight each other, I actually ended up designing a neat little BattleBot for that. I haven't built it yet. I just have the design in the works. But I got so tired of seeing spinners, the BattleBots with the large spinning drums on the front, and like basically those ones, because they've taken over the BattleBot scene, and all uniqueness is being lost slowly. Like back when it first started, you'd see stuff like humanoid ones, you'd see stuff like all sorts of different like really creative things. But nowadays, the weapon that you see on these BattleBots is always a spinner. And I hate it so much that about a year ago, I designed a BattleBot that would use a spinner's Why though? Well, the reason why is, first of all, they do have a lot of force, and you can make this barrel spin, like the little barrel on the front, or the drum, I guess, spin as fast as you want, and you can make it as heavy as you want. And it hits really, really hard, and it stores up a lot of energy with the rotation. And that's fine, but the creativity is being lost over something as dumb as that. So I went out of my way to design a BattleBot to counter any spinner. Because the main issue with spinners is when they grab an edge, or like they touch like a corner on something, they throw it into the air, or they pull it down and smash it into the floor, and they flip over the bot. But if you can slam into the spinner before it can like start getting spun up, let's say you make a bear trap like mechanism on the side of your bot, where even if it hits the side, now it's just activated the bear trap, and now it's going to swing and crush the bot. It's going to grab it, slam it into the front of it. Basically, with this design, the sides of the BattleBot move outwards to slam, and they're actually like teeth. And then for the front and the back, if they were to try to attack that, those are also teeth that would move upward. And yeah, basically, if you touch this thing, you're going to get crushed. That was the main idea with it. And then, since there's not, I don't really think there's a limit on how many weapons you can have on your BattleBot. The only limit is the weight. Yeah, basically they charge their attack. Sorry, I'm still talking with the delay. The only limit on BattleBots, if I remember correctly, was the weight. That being said, let's say if at the front were each of these like claws that, you know, those ones, where they close and hold the bot that they grab, let's say it has a little tiny torch or a little tank of liquid nitrogen, because that's also allowed, funny enough. Love to see it. You could, in theory, freeze up the internals of the bot and then rapidly like pull back the claw and then slam it a second time to crunch the insides and render it inoperable. People would have to build a workaround around this thing. I don't know, I just like the idea of building a BattleBot that would actually use the strength of the spinner against it. But does LN work that fast? Liquid nitrogen? Not that fast, but here's the thing. Since most of these spinners are like this, they're either wide or they're vertical. If you've punctured holes into the side of the opponent bot, right, with the claws and it's slammed inward, I would have the little liquid nitrogen tubes actually running through the side on the claws. So when it like slams forth and like grabs it and holds it, it would be able to inject liquid nitrogen into the spots that it's punctured. Kind of the way a snake's tooth works. Because when a snake bites you, its teeth have little like spots where it injects the venom into you. This would inject the liquid nitrogen onto the circuit board, so it doesn't matter how fast it works, as long as you like, you know, froze the insides basically. Because then you can just hit it repeatedly, and eventually it will be brittle enough to kaput it, you know? And if not, at least you've destroyed the wheels of the spinner bot now, because its wheels are using rubber. Or plastic. Because liquid nitrogen basically turns whatever you put in it brittle, you know? It's a really neat material. Love to see it. But if that doesn't work, you can always go the other option, which is inject gasoline inject gasoline inside of it and then just set a spark. There's always that option, you know. It really depends on what you want to do. Do you want to burn it or do you want to freeze it and shatter it? Oh yeah, I was still carving, yeah. You know, honestly, I think today's stream is much more chill. Oh, they're going to go feed the fish. Alright. Greetings to any new viewers who have joined the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I just do that repeatedly by default in case someone joined because I can never see. But if they are here, I hope they have a lovely day and they enjoy their time at the community. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Boom. Let's see if it fits. High voltage probably is not allowed. I'm guessing. Because that would just be like a little EMP, you know? And I guess EMPs aren't fair because there's no bots built to withstand EMPs. Well, maybe if you insulated your robot. That was one of my first ideas, but then I was like, that's not as destructive as enough. You know, it's not punishing enough for seeing somebody use the meta, you know? It doesn't show them how weak their design actually is. One sec. But yeah, the main idea behind that, like, I guess, BattleBot design was just to be really, really punishing to people who use a very specific meta. You know, there's one fun thought. If everything was allowed, what route would I take? If everything was allowed? All right, let me stop and think about it. All right. I definitely want to damage the internals of my opponent robot. And I want to be able to hit hard enough to get inside of the internals. So I'm definitely going to go with some form of like really, really like compressed energy. Because yes, those like compressed energy weapons, like, you know, it's like a spring or something like that, and you have to use a coil to slowly wind it up. But then when you let it out, it's instant and it hits as hard as, like, you know, the amount of energy put in, right? Now the issue with that is the more energy, the only way you can put in more energy is to have a stronger like spring or whatever, right? And a stronger spring takes more time to you know, get ready. So it would have a lower cooldown, but if and only if, like, let's say I had more of a weight limit, and like if there wasn't really a weight limit, I would definitely be using like a mixture of polycarbonate on the inside mixed with probably just some thin layers of like tungsten around the sides. And this is if I had, like, you know, enough money to do this. That way, when they hit it, the polycarbonate will absorb most of the shock, and the tungsten will, you know, also like stop them from getting inside the bot. And yeah, basically it would just smash and then ruin the insides, just like the previous one, just bigger and more scary. Now, if you want to make it faster, you could probably make something with like better wheels, like, well, not better wheels, better motors in the wheels. Sorry. And if you do that, you could make something really, really fast that's designed to smash into stuff, which is also a good route to take, because like if I'm going against the, like, you know, common meta for BattleBots, which is spinners, then I could just immediately like rush them and then slam them into a wall, you know? Like that is the default way to stop those things. Is either you destroy their insides, render them useless, or take them out before they can use their weapon. Now, if I could do whatever I wanted as well, I'd probably make a humanoid robot and just have that thing reach down, pick that thing up, and just crack it over its knee. I just make what's his name? Adam from Real Steel Boxing Champions. One sec, I'll be right back with the mic delay anyway. One sec. I have returned, and I have done something while I was talking about the BattleBots. I have a small enough spot for the actual mic to fit in, so that is cool. It's actually jammed in there with friction. I could probably make it a little bit deeper though, but I don't know if I want to. Power on. It's more chill. What are we talking about? What's more chill? You know, I can. You know, I'm gonna do it just a little bit, just because this top part isn't really holding in place properly. Right, opposite. Ooh, that almost shot a piece of metal into my eyeball. I'm so glad that didn't happen. Yeah, the stream's more chill. The stream. We vibe here with chill streams, you know? We do what we must. You know, honestly, for now, this kind of works. Why are there not 2 or more iterations of attack? Well, the issue with that, the spinners, there are full body spinners. I think there are 3 iterations of spinner attack, which are full body spinners, vertical spinners, and horizontal spinners, which have like a large bar rotating in the front. Like the early BattleBot, I believe his name was Tombstone. He was a full body, not a full body, a front spinner, horizontal, I believe, yeah, horizontal spinner. Had a large weighted bar in the front with 2 wheels on the back. And instead of being like other spinners, that one was slightly more unique in the way that it dealt its damage. It used gear ratios and chains to like rotate the spinner. Whereas most of the time they just use rubber pulleys and belts for theirs, which also gets on my nerves. But that's also why most spinners are going to be easier to take out, because like if the liquid nitrogen is in there or like anything flammable, because you can just either freeze and shatter that rotating pulley, or you can melt it and then they have no weapon. But if you run into one, let's say, that's using like chains and stuff, that one's going to be much more difficult to take down, because with that you just have to hit it hard enough to like either stop those gears, jam them, or mess up that chain. And that's the only way you're going to stop that weapon, unless you burn up its motor, you know? Which is why I guess I call it the bear trap is what I call the design for the bot. I'm gonna call it the bear trap, which is why the bear trap, it uses lots of force and slams into the sides with like teeth and stuff, because it needs that third little bit of safety against, you know, one that's using the chains and gears rather than the pulley. It needs to be able to put every type of spinner down. You know what I mean? Like, I want this thing to be the equivalent of, this block point ain't enough, I want this guy dead. That's what I want that BattleBot to be the equivalent of. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can like reattach this front, this face now. Oh god. Okay. Don't fall out. Don't fall out. Gravity, let's not do your thing today. Yeah, normal people are like, oh yeah, gravity, do your thing, or karma, do your thing. Nah, don't do your thing. In fact, keep your thing on the down low. I don't want to deal with it today. Okay, we're going to remount the front screws now that we have this fabric piece in there. Oh my god, I just realized. I just remembered that this is... I can't use my ratchet screwdriver on this. No. I have to use the regular one. I don't like the regular one. It takes forever. But yeah, would you guys have any like BattleBot ideas or more upgrade ideas for this? For I guess Project Andy. All right, let me see which one of these screws was the one that was the pain in my. It was the rusty one. The rusty one goes into the bottom corner from now on because that's the easiest one for me to reach. Let me scroll, see if there's any chat delay. Can't change it if there is, but we hope there ain't. Is my phone not charging again? Come on. There we go. It's charging. It's probably lagging. It's probably lagging horribly, but it's charging. And the stream can continue for now. I'm sorry if the frame rate and audio just got really, really bad. My phone is dying once again. That's okay. You guys have a favorite game franchise? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm tightening screws over here with my bare hands. Honestly, if I were to build a BattleBot, that thing would be made of like rusty parts from a junkyard. But that thing would probably be one of the scariest ones, you know? Just because I would be layering all of that metal. Every time they hit it, it's just going to be meant to be broken in certain spots. Oh my god, we've done it. We've done it. Alright, let's look. You look? Now, I don't know how well this looks. It is open to changes and upgrades, but currently, this is what we got. And I think I can finally, like, temporarily install the mic. I guess, for like the first version of, you know, like one of the mini screens, this is good. Could use some more cleavage. I see. Do we go with like? Oh, hold on, I just forgot what I was saying. ADHD is evil, man. You're telling me I forget what I'm talking about every 2 seconds, and I have to take $1,000 medication every month for it? This is bullcrap. ADHD sucks, bro. Like, what is this? What do you mean my brain is preying on my downfall? All right. All right. Input. Where'd I put the mic? How did I lose the mic? What? I've been here for 2 seconds and lost the mic. I don't know how I did it. Is it under me? Is it in my pocket? Is it? Oh, it's behind me. It was behind me. I'm putting the Furby in here. I'm putting some of the other stuff in here because I am definitely getting ready to wrap up a little bit, you know, just for time's sake and my phone. So I'm going to put a lot of the stuff up. I'm not ending the stream yet because I'm going to try and mess around with this and like the positioning of it. All right, let's see. Inputs. And then ow, this is almost breaking my hand. Why is this so difficult to do? Okay. All right, we should be working. I don't have the thing turned on yet. Hold on. All right, how about now? Okay, it is. It is working. The wiring is a bit goofy, and overall, it is a bit silly. But we have this thing working. So, you know, we have a spot where the mic mounts in. We have a bit more of a screen than last time. We're making big steps today. We're making small steps, but I guess big steps overall for the project. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's working out a little bit better, at least? Hopefully it is. Gotta pop my neck a little bit. I'm really happy that I have the speaker on the chest working though. That's like one of my new favorite things I've done. I mean, it's been my favorite thing I've done, but I'm still really, really proud. I don't know, I'm really proud of this project. You like it? You like not having the cardboard on? Can I see through the? Can I see through? Can I see through it? Like the cloth? Yes, I can see through it. I can read the chat. It looks solid black, doesn't it? In the camera, it looks solid black. That's good. I'm happy that it looks right. That's. I can only say it's good so many times. Chat. I believe today we have made peak. We have made peak. I can read the chat, which is pretty neat. It's not perfect, but as we upgrade over time, we will be making it better. I believe I do have more material that I could try for like a different face for this thing, or like a different, you know, like screen material. Because this is felt right now, so I could breathe through the front. But if need be, there are definitely other materials we can try. Hello, how's it going? Let me take this off. We still got to work on like a neck brace or something because this thing does still weigh a ton. Like it still hurts the neck. Oh, I just knocked the mic out of it. It does still hurt the neck, and the mic mounting is not perfect, but it's doable. And right now, I think that's what matters. But if I do want to like make it where it mounts in this direction instead of going over the front. Nope, don't do that. Okay. If I want to have it go this way instead of this way where it crosses over the front of my body and just have it go down the side instead, I could definitely probably back support. Yo, that's a peak idea. Hold on. I got to write that down. I got to write down back support for this thing. Where'd I put the pen? How? How do I lose everything so fast? For the mic mount, you should make something and then glue it onto it. So that... Oh, I could. Yeah, that'd actually be pretty neat. Ooh. Hold on. I really would. Like 26. I really would 26. Unfortunately, I just have a good time, you know? I like having a good time and having fun talking to people. I'd much rather not be very sad, you know? Because I already went through stuff. I already realized the value of my life. Everybody has value. Anyway, I'm gonna find my marker, you know? I'm so proud of this. Wait, you know what's gonna happen when I get a soldering kit? I'm gonna have so many new possibilities opened up because instead of having to use tape and like mismatched wires, I could actually start messing with circuit boards and all that. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. All right, now where did I put that marker? Which one's this? You know what? That's 0.6. That works good enough for me. Ow. Yeah, you probably are too. You probably are too, 26. Anyway. Let's see. Back support. Yeah, that was the idea. Back support. I'm gonna just put ... priority. Hey, I'm not gonna. Trust me. I know what I am. I'm me. Oh crap! My light sensor broke. See, this is why we gotta get a soldering kit. That way I can solder these wires whenever something like this happens. Because up until like I guess until I get the soldering kit, whenever I end up having some wires disconnect, I have the parts just like messed up. I learned many useful things, 26. I do hope you've done that with your time as well. Let's see. Ooh, guys, should we use black lights? Black lights would probably also be pretty neat. Like a cool little addition to it. Hold on, where's the end of this cord? It's in the amalgamation. Let's see. Welcome to any new viewers. Hopefully you're all having a good day. Which way does this go? Okay. So I run this through here. Alright. Slowly but surely we're making it through this part. That's a loop right there. Which wire? Which wire is where? Oh goodness. I'm lost. Okay. Found it. Yeah. It, like... Oh, wait, it does. It would fix so much stuff, but it would also give me a whole bunch of possibilities. Ooh. I still think it'd be really fun. Because then, when I'm wiring stuff, I can do so much more with it. Like, overall, I believe it's a net positive when I get a soldering kit. Also, these are my black lights. They're pretty cool. I think they do work. Check them out. Little UV lights, you know? Oh, that's sick. You can see like the little lines on the camera when I do it. Like, oh, it's so cool. They hurt my eyes though, so I'm gonna turn them off. Set these to the side. Maybe I can do like some cool project with that as well. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna do. I forgot what I was gonna do for a second. I do want to improve. Oh no, that almost ended very poorly. This almost went very bad. This wire almost got mixed into all of these. We don't want that. Because that would take like an hour to get all of those wires unseparated. Anyway. Oh. I didn't get cut, did I? Alright, sick. Hey, do you guys have any projects that you guys like to do? This is just a side question while we chill. You know? One of my... Hello, Booster Cat. I'm not really inventing anything. I mean, I guess the concept maybe. Not of the cosplay or like what it is, but like what I do with it. I wanted to make a large community project where everybody who watches can comment an idea for it. And I can write it down. And eventually... These are all the ideas we have so far, about 13 of them. And when I get supplies, I'll do a vote on a live stream, and I'll be in character, obviously. But that's when I get a better screen that I can see out of, and I can actually read the chat and work with my hands. But until then, I'm out of character while working on these. But I do want to make like an in-character robot, like I guess, little immersive thing for people to have a good time and watch. I don't know. I just like the idea of a robot building your ideas for upgrades for themselves. I thought it'd be fun, you know? And I decided to name him Andy. Because it's a Tandy monitor. Been working on this for a few months. I actually wired this little chest thing together, so I have a large speaker on my chest. See, I said wired, and I didn't solder it, because I don't have a soldering tool. So right now, it's just using tape. I do apologize for the chat delay, by the way. I have like a 10 to 20 second chat delay. Sometimes 40 if it's a bad day. I got the worst internet ever. I live in the middle of nowhere. But you are welcome to hang out here if you'd like. We normally have a good time. Oh, that's not cracked, is it? Oh, no, that's just my hair. Okay. You'll be back? All right, Aiden. Thank you for joining, by the way. It was great seeing you. I should be here when you're back. Oh, there's some cool little emojis. You got a little... What's the little guy doing? Can I click on it? Can I read it? I'm blind. Looks like he's a little guy eating some soup or something. That's really cute. That's a cute little emoji. I didn't know YouTube had those. All right, what was it? Yeah, now I remember. Let's see. So when I try and install this into here... Ooh, that was upside down. That almost did poorly. What happened? Okay, I see it. I see the issue. It's hot chocolate. Oh, I see. I see. Some good hot chocolate. This stuff was divine, man. Don't cut my finger open, please, knife. Ah! Oh, it didn't. You can't type? That's all right. Half the time I can't read it anyway. We're all good. You know, my phone actually has a giant crack running through it from right here where I dropped it off a cliff and it hit the grass at like 100 miles an hour. And since then, I've dropped it off like 6 more cliffs. This thing's terrifying. Stop that. Okay. I can't show this to you right now. Glue the starter kit, and then we won't see me anymore. I'll just be gone. It's using emojis. Really? I normally don't comment. I mean, I have commented for a couple, like, content creators and, like, music writers who I enjoy listening to. Always love seeing what they do. But I've never really used emojis. I'm not really an emoji kind of person. I use emoticons. Like, you know that thing with, like, the 2 little arrows pointing up? Like a little happy face? That's probably my most typed thing in all of history. Nah, if I get the solder kit, power tools, and all that, y'all are going to see me even more. My live streams will probably be like days long. It'll be like, guys, we're on another bender. I have Red Bull. Actually, no, I don't like Red Bull. I'm not a big fan of stuff like that. They always make me feel sick to my stomach afterwards. I'll probably just make myself some like nice little coffees or something like that, you know? But I would definitely be able to work on even more stuff. See, one of my dreams with this project is to have a computer, like a compact computer, in a backpack, so I can mount a camera to the front face, and then you guys can see like the POV like on live streams, and I can have like the chat pop up like in front of my face on the inside, so I can read the chat as the robot character, like walking around and doing stuff. Like maybe I could get some of those, what are they called? AR glasses, the augmented reality glasses. I think those things are like $200 or something like that. It's expensive. I gotta wait till the project grows even more, you know? This project is for the viewers and supported by the viewers. It's like this. Yeah, actually, we just hit that about 2 days ago. I didn't expect it to happen. Yeah, that's the little emoticon I normally type. Mine typed it. It's really fun. I like that little thing. It's like a little... It reminds me of a little cat. Don't cut me, please. Please don't cut me. It didn't cut me. We're doing good. We've done it. I didn't get cut. I'm not dead. I'm having to slowly whittle down at a piece of plastic so I can fit this wire. Where's the wire? Where's this little thing? I've carved a little mount on the inside that uses friction to hold this thing into the front. But then there's a little beam right here that stops the wire. So I have to carve away that beam because it's not holding anything. But, whoop! Don't fall. Don't you dare try and fall and snap. Oh, those are cute little faces. Those are cool. I've already had one of these things drop and fall and crumble into dust right before my eyes. It caused me sorrow. I'm not having another one do that. I refuse. Also, I do hope the person who joined earlier, who was like really angry, I do hope their day gets better. Because your day's got to be pretty bad to join onto like a random live stream and be angry, you know? I do wish the best for them. Whatever they're going through in life, I hope it turns out well for them. Or they find some like people in their life they can talk to. I used to be angry like that, but I never went around like yelling at people. I more of just caused arguments in smaller circles. I always look back at that and I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore, you know? The cliche, if you look back at your past actions and cringe, it means you've grown. It sounds very cliche, but it is also a very true statement. I'm not grown by much. I'm not become much taller, but I think they mean I've grown as a person. My hair's touching my nose. It's bothering me. Hold on. You guys want to know a fun fact about this hat that I have that I normally wear whenever I start the live streams and my videos and shorts and stuff? I'm gonna tell you anyway because with the chat delay. My grandmother actually won this hat for me. She drank so much Mountain Dew. This was like a couple of years back now. She had a exactly. We can always be the bad person, but at the end of the day, when you learn to start choosing to be the better person in situations, you've grown. Sorry, I get on moral tangents. I love talking about like perspectives. It's so fun. But yeah, my grandmother actually ended up helping me win this hat because she drank a lot of Mountain Dew, and this was back when Mountain Dew had some little codes in their in like the caps of their bottles for a summer competition, where you get like a certain amount of points if you get like all the different codes. And she won some sunglasses and some stickers, and then she let me, since I helped her like with all the codes and like finding them and stuff, she let me get this hat from the company. It was like mailed to us and everything by Mountain Dew. It was really really cool. I love this hat. It's my favorite hat. It's the most comfortable one I have. But yeah. I see 3 people are viewing. Welcome. I don't know if that's on time or not. It's probably not. I didn't have this blade closed when I swung it around in my hand. That was so dumb. I need to start wearing gloves. I need to buy gloves. I need to afford gloves. We'll get there eventually. Anyway. Yeah, welcome if you're new to the project. This is Project Andy. If you're a new viewer or an old viewer, welcome. I always love recapping it. It's supposed to be a fully interactive cosplay of a robot who builds your ideas and stuff. The earliest days of it are not robot. I also need to learn how to act so I can be a robot. Or I'll just act like myself, but just talk through the speaker. Like be a more human, or I make him more human over time. I like the idea of more human over time. Like he learns phrases and stuff. Ow. Ow. That's not my blood, is it? Okay, it's not. I saw the pink reflect onto this from the light, but it was way over here, and it scared me because I thought I got cut. That was scary. Get my little tweezers. Hopefully, oh, it's Boost Cat. That's a cool username, and mine's also cool. Hopefully, everybody who is here is just vibing, having a good one. Please cut. Hold on. Please. No, no, it doesn't fit. It does not fit in the space to cut the thing. I am struggling now, as if I wasn't before. But still, let me check the time. Oh, it's 1:41. This is actually a much later stream than usual. Like, I normally only ever stream at 12 for me. Well, 12 to 1. So this is, like, much later and much longer. This is a much, much longer stream. But we're good here. I guess today is just a slower day in general, you know? Which is kind of weird because it's, like, Friday. But we don't ask questions. We just be content that we have nice people to talk to. Come on. Come on, pop off. I've been cutting at the same tiny strand of plastic for like 10 minutes. Please. Please, just pop off. Pop off. Be a rapper or something. Or whatever. Okay. Does this fit? No. No, it does not. Oh, great. Great. Googly moogly or whatever. other words I can say. This is pain. This is pain without love. Pain can't get enough. Can I get like copyrighted for stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know the spoken rule of YouTube and saying lyrics to songs. Is Father Google gonna come to my house and beat me up? It's very sad because I am only human after all. I need to shut up. Alright. I'm hushing. I'll just be looking up at chat occasionally while talking. I do hope the stream's not lagging. Let me refresh. A little refresh of this. If it is, I wouldn't be surprised. I also wouldn't be the happiest individual if it was lagging. Huh. More plastic. I'm lucky this is really soft plastic, and I can just run this really sharp blade through it. Okay. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. Alright. It's not falling. We're good. I'm taking the hat off. I just realized that I put the hat on. I didn't realize I did that. It's like when I put the hat on, people just evaporate off the face of the earth. Yeah, look, I take the hat off. I get there's 3 people viewing now. The hat is a 4 now. Okay, the hat just is an anti-people. It's like a ward apparently. I take off my hat and people arrive. I put my hat on, people leave. It's like a D&D item. It has it's like a curse effect or something like that. All right. Don't cut me, please. Don't cut me. That's my song. Please don't cut me. I don't want to be cut. This is not budget cuts. I cannot be cut. For I am budgeting. I am poor. Everything is on a budget. This project is on a budget. Every part I got from this thing was free except for the amplifier, which was like $12. Or like 8. I don't remember. It was an even number. That's all I remember. I like purchases being even number. Oh my god. I'm scared. Don't touch me. Don't cut me. What happened? The blade cracked. Oh, okay. Wait, the blade cracked. Oh no. The blade has cracked. I'm going to shake out all the little pieces of plastic now. And then I'm going to mount this onto my face. Ow. Ow. Where does this go? Oh no, I'm lost. There we go. Oh, hey, wait, it actually works. That's cool. All right, we're good. We're good. We're vibing. We're good. We have everything working. I don't know if the chat works. Probably doesn't work. That's probably the only thing not working today. But everything else works, and that's good. Hello, welcome to the stream. This is the Andy Project, a fully customizable cosplay. Did I say it on time? Did someone actually join and I greet them properly? I hope I did. I'd be really happy if I did. I'm gonna stretch now. Ow. I've been sitting like this for like an hour or 2. Woo! Oh, I can like yell into this thing. La da 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 da. Oh well. Maybe I like reposition it or something like that. Find the amp. Where's the amp? The amp's in my pocket. The amp's right here in this pocket of my hoodie. I crank the amp and it sounds better, and I turn the amp down and it just disappears. So crank the amp. It sounds significantly better. I think I can even read the chat like this. Hold on, let's see. Well, I knocked everything over. Goodness. Okay. We are always that person. You just choose not to be that guy. Yeah, you just choose not to like be a downer, you know? Now, it can be difficult at times to not be a downer, but at the end of the day, the way the world is around you all really depends on your outlook on life. Because things can be bleak, but perspective changes everything, really. Bro, I'm over here dropping like wisdom. Probably not the best wisdom, but wisdom nonetheless. Hi, welcome to robot therapy. I gotta pop my neck. Here. Take this off for a bit. Woo! I can see. All right. Drink some water. And now that I finally have the speaker mounted, I finally have a better screen put on. Maybe I could put some fake little eyes on him or something. That'd be funny. What do you guys think? Should I put some little eyes on this guy? Like some silly little eyes, like paper eyeballs on him? At least until I can get some better ones made. Hopefully you guys have an idea for that. Gosh, I need to stop trying to look at the above thing because I can never tell if people are here or not. So I'm just going to stretch. I'm going to stretch. Pop my neck. Probably should put my Oculus on charge considering the time. What is the time anyway? It's 1:48. Might as well. There's the Oculus charger. I'll put that up there. Today's good. Today's a good day. Check out our skeleton. I hope nobody joined during that who doesn't know me beforehand. Because if they did, I probably just like confused them or made them think I'm crazy. I probably am. That's okay though. That's okay. Why did that do that? Does this work? I might take this off for a second because I do definitely need a bathroom break before I continue the project. All right. Wiring put down. Other wire in my pocket I need to take out. I need to build a mount for this, like an attachment point. But that's for a slightly later time period after I go and use the bathroom. Hello, ladies and gents. I've returned. I'm back from the bathroom break. But yeah, today's been a great day for the project. If you guys have any ideas you want to suggest, I am 100% ready to write them down. I have plenty of space for it on the book. There's plenty of pages for it. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome anyway. And if you've been here for the whole time, thank you. There we go. I believe I handled that introduction decently well. Now, the question is, what do I do? What do I do? What does a person do after they complete their goal for the day? Do I continue? Or do I end the stream because this is a really long stream? I mean, I could continue. There's nothing stopping me. Besides myself, the amount of energy I have. But I could meet a lot of new viewers as well. So I think I'm going to continue. Normally, I would have ended the stream about 2 hours ago. Oh, regardless. Be invested in your craft, regardless of the chat. That's where most creators fall. Ah, I see. Trust the process. Okay. See, I'm so glad you gave me that information. Because I would have probably, is that fall or fail? Fall. I'm so glad you gave me that information because honestly, I don't think I would know. That was really helpful, and I appreciate that. I'm going to take this mic out for now because I do want to just... Are you not... Are you not amping? Okay, it is amping. Alright, I guess I'll just start drawing up some, like, concept designs and planning out what I want to do with, like, faces and stuff while I chill out here. I'll trust the process, as they say. Okay. Genuinely means a lot. Okay. Now, for the first version of Andy's face, I want to draw him having, like, just some white circle eyeballs. Just some white circle eyeballs on a rectangle. But I want to give it a little bit more soul. That way it's just 1% more notable that it's Andy, you know? So I might give him, like, some, like, triangles in him or something. That way you know it's Andy. Yeah, we know this Andy. Give him some big old, some silly little eyes. I'll hold that up to the camera. Just that right there. Give him some little goofy triangle eyes, you know. Nothing too fancy, nothing too like exquisite, considering it's a first generation design of them. Or I could work on this. I could work on this. I just don't know how I would move the jaw to do that. I need a frame, wouldn't I? I would probably need a frame. Do I have anything I can use as a frame to hold the spotlight eyeball? Why did I do that? I've been blinded. I've been blinded. I cannot see. It's very sad. Anyway. It's either that or I introduced the third notebook into the chat. I meant fourth notebook. Gotta pop my neck. I keep on looking up because I keep on seeing things refresh and I don't know what's refreshing on my screen that does that. But it snaps me out of like my attention and it confuses me. It's new and scary and it scares me. This is a large storm radio. It's like, I don't even know how old. It's so old that the leather is peeling and like dry rotting. That's how you know it's good. Oh, Daps just asked, how was the stream? I'm just going to type still going. I'm going to say still going. There we go. It's probably the longest stream I've done to date. But that's okay. Now, can I open this? I want to open it. I want to see what I'm working with in here. Because, like, the inside's fried. The inside of this thing is absolutely fried. But another issue with it is I would love to use the speakers inside of this thing. But the speakers are all the way in the front. And I would have to disassemble everything. Including the handles. How did they build this thing? Okay. These mount on the bottom. Those make sense. I already have one part. Disassemble everything? Okay. You said it, and I'll do it. I normally hate destroying antiques and props and stuff like that, but I'm not really destroying it if it's fried already and broken. That's my thought process. If it's already broken and it ain't going to ever be used again, I might as well use it for parts and make something cool with it. That's what I've done with all the other electronics and stuff I've taken apart over the years. I might as well do it with this. Probably make something even cooler with it, actually. Why is this free spinning? No! The curse continues! I have to take 10 minutes to get another screw out. What is this? Have I angered the god of screws? Is that what I've done? Have I crossed thee? What is this? This is bullcrap. Why? Who? Who did I anger? Which one? I apologize. I'm sorry. The wrath of the screw god knows no bounds. They despise me. And the fact that this is an opening. Okay. Fun thing. This old radio uses like 6 batteries, and this is how it loads them in. It loads in like a shotgun. Like it looks like the barrel, like a double barrel of a shotgun, and it's kind of cool. Look at that. But I just wanted to get that out of my way while I disassemble this thing. No, this is refreshing. I enjoy this. What I don't enjoy is this screw. Oh, I need to turn off the backup, the amplifier. Turn that off. Alright. But now, as I was saying, what I don't enjoy is this screw. It's not coming undone. The screw is taking me apart. Not me taking apart the screw. Is everything bolted into here? Is that why? Is it just free spinning? Is this my curse? I'm cursed to have every item I disassemble free spin. That is... It's the wrath. No. How many pliers do I need? How many? How many times must I get, like, carpal tunnel from unscrewing something? You guys can't even see it. Hold on. Back it up. Angle it down so you guys can see my pain. This thing is evil. Okay. Now, I don't even know how to even... I gotta take this off while I'm working. Because if I don't, I'm afraid I'll get this thing broken, you know? Spotlight. When I have this thing, it's cooler. Okay, what am I working with here? I guess I just start unscrewing parts until the pieces that are fried... Oh! The resistor didn't resist, and that's why it's fried. Oh, okay. Surely that couldn't have been my fault. Surely. But if it was, my bad. My B. Sorry, like, antique weather radio. My bad, homie. I'm gonna cry. I'm going to cry. Do I need to grab another screwdriver? I have so many screwdrivers now. Like, too many. Too many screwdrivers. I have to grab my ratchet screwdriver, but I think this one might work. It might work today. Please let it work today. Okay. Are you disassembling or are you reassembling? What are you doing? Why are you turning right? Turn left. No. No. Please. Please fit. No. Back to hand doing it then. Okay. Welcome back, Aiden. How's it going? I'm disassembling an antique weather radio that's fried on the inside. Why? Because I want to see if I can use the parts of it for something. But you know what happened? You know what continued to plague me? My curse. My curse of every time I try and unscrew a screw, it's going to take 20 minutes. That's my curse. I feel like, you know, the guy who pushes the boulder up the hill, Sisyphus? I feel like him. Except it's like, hello, your punishment. Unscrew this doohickey without a pair of pliers. Why? Because you've already taken all the tools out of the toy toolbox, not toy box. Yes, little Jimmy, where are your toys? I have my angle grinder, Papa. Finally, one that unscrews normally. I don't even know like where to start with this, so I'm just like unscrewing until they kind of just do their own thing. Pushing my hair back. Moving that. That's another bottom brace. So, how's everybody been doing? Has everybody's days been going well? I hope they have. Can this explode? Is it a glass tube or is that... What is this? Is that glass? Do you detonate? We will find out shortly. What did I miss? You didn't really miss much. I just finished carving out the spot in the front where I can actually have the microphone placed in. I hold it there by friction. Just for now, just for the time being, until I can like either like get some spare pieces and build a frame on the inside to hold it. And right now, I'm taking apart an antique weather radio that's fried because I want to see if I could like wire into it and maybe use the speaker somehow. Because unlike modern electronics, this thing has no resistance to stuff, you know? Like, this thing was made with disregard for human life. So, clearly, if I want something that can run as much electricity as I want through it, and play as loud as I want it to play, I feel like this doohickey is the best bet. You know? And it's like, it's not like I'm using it. It's been a prop in one of my analog horror series, but then only ever once, and never again. Back when analog horror was like a popular thing, you know? What am I saying? Analog horror is pretty popular, like, throughout most time periods. You know, I hope none of these things contain acid that burns my skin. I just thought about that when my hand was inside and I accidentally broke something. Like, is it obvious that sometimes safety, when dealing with 47 screws in every single part that I'm taking off, might become a bit of an afterthought? Alright, we're going to remove the doohickey that I don't know what it is. We're going to... Why is it held in by more wire? You know what? Heck with it. Knife. Knifing it. We're knifing it. Knife. 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 You know, somebody's going to watch this like 10 years from now, or like a year from now. We're going to have like some like antique radio like purist who's going to join not knowing that this entire thing was like fried and like everything inside of it's burnt, you know? And they're going to be like, oh my God, why did you just cut that part? And I'm going to be like, it burnt. But yeah, here's one little doohickey, the first part that we've removed. Now we just have the rest. All right. You know, I saw this video that like really confused me on how certain people can become like rich people, you know? And like it was this guy and he like apparently he was wealthy or something, right? And I guess being wealthy is an excuse to do like things that aren't smart. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe. But like what he did was he got his car, right? And then just for the fun of it, he sliced holes in the tires. Like just for a singular YouTube short. That was it. That's all he did. And I have a rule with myself where I don't dislike videos. I don't. Because again, I try and like just not be a bad person because, you know, I don't like negatively impacting people. That's my big thing. It's one of my biggest things actually. I hate negatively impacting people. Tears me up. And I was so conflicted because I have never like even considered pressing the dislike button before. And I almost did that day. Because I've never seen somebody do something so arrogant, I believe. And it was like I know it's your car and all that. But even then, why? You know? Like, there was no call for that. You wasted perfectly good resources that could have been used to benefit somebody else who actually needed something. That just feels wrong in my book. I don't know. There's like 57 wires. Dear God. It just keeps going. Please. Please just remove the circuit board. Please. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Like the song. You know, where it goes, I'm begging. Begging you. For the love of God, please cut these wires. Oh, God, please. Please. How many more? How many more must die? Can't you see, Mark? I did this for Viltrum, Mark. Oh my God. I knew it. I knew it would happen. I knew it would happen. I'm being, guys, the radio slander. For context, the radio's insides were entirely fried, alright? Every part of this thing is broke except for the wires connecting to the speaker. Now listen. That's the only way I'll defend myself. If this hurts your soul, I do apologize, alright? My rule of thumb is I don't break things that are perfectly fine. Hey, NPC, how's it going? Non-performable character. Ow. It's trying to take my life. You know, I hope they didn't use any, like, toxic materials when making this thing. I just thought about that. Ow. As an afterthought, you know? And, like, what if I just, like, die? What are they going to put on my tombstone? Like, death by, radio? It's like, so, they died as they lived. Cutting open a radio. Because, yeah. Like, I don't even, like, need to write a will because I don't own much. Please, just cut the wires. Why? Why are there more? I've cut, like, 70 wires. And there's always just more. There's just so many. Please leave me be. Nah, to heck with a jigsaw trap. Just tell them to cut the right wire and just give them this thing. Put them on a time limit. That's the jigsaw trap. That's it. That's the whole trap. Where is the connecting wire that's stopping me from lifting it? Where is it? Which one of you? Is it you? Why is there one right here? Where? Where are you? Who are you? And why are you? I'm going through pain. This is pain. I apologize to all my viewers, thinking that I'd finish this project this year. But unfortunately, I've encountered my biggest weakness. Look how many wires this is! Look at that! Oh, no wonder this thing was burnt. All the soldering is terrible. Yeah. No wonder you were broke. Oh my God. I've done it. I've done it. There's like still 16 more steps. The speaker's right there. I can see it. It's taunting me. But I can't touch it. I can see it, but I can't touch it because I don't know which wire goes to the speaker. God, why? Why must you give me such pain and sorrow? And why are there more wires? No! That's a good question. They probably destroyed a bunch of devices. Gonna be on it. God, please. Do you think dude was just like sitting there and he's like, bro, I have all these parts. I can like design this cool thing. And he just like went to town with a hammer in like an electronic store. He just said, perfect. Exactly what I need. Too many wires. Yeah, like, it's for like $10 in wires right here if I were to sell copper. But unfortunately, I'm a hoarder, so I'm going to keep all of the copper. It's all mine. I'm going to use all of it. I have to. It's my rule of thumb. With any project. That's why I have 2 boxes of electronics under my bed. And like different spare parts of plastic and stuff. Because whenever I destroy something or like take something apart, I have to. I have to use every single part of it in a project. Because if I don't, I feel like a bad person. I feel wasteful, and I hate wasting things. It feels wrong. So I need to like put every part to use out of like respect. It's weird. I'm weird. Oh, everything's like rusted in here too. How did it get rusty? This thing's been inside. How did it? How? Yeah, like. Oh my god. Why? Where? Where's the screw? Where is it? Is this it? Is this the screw that's causing me sorrow? Unscrew. Come on. Come on. Stop. 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 Why must you hurt me? Why must you give me hope and then take it away? Please. Please. No. Why? Why are you like this? I have nothing but sorrow. Bro, they designed it. I guess they probably have like a blueprint and they know everything about it. Meanwhile, I'm like I don't know anything about it. So I know to take it apart horribly. Like, dear God. No, I don't even think the wires are the issue anymore. There's like so many screws here. All this just so I can add this to a cosplay. All this cosplay better be like the best cosplay ever. Like, I better like meet like a gagillion people, you know? Is that even a word, gagillion? Hey, Emoji Channel. Yeah, I do remember you. It's good seeing you. Sorry, Emoji Central, not channel. I'm way back here, and my phone's at an angle. Hi, I'm taking apart a speaker. Also, look, we have a regular like mesh screen instead of cardboard, so I can see like 1% better. But yeah, it's good to see a returning viewer. I'm actually streaming longer today because I'm still working on the project. You know, and it's like I might as well stream while I work on it. I'm really and truly just trying to get this thing apart, but it's not letting me. It's mocking me. It's making fun of me. Okay, for context, this radio I'm taking apart is an old, like, antique weather radio that the insides are entirely burnt and it's unusable. But it has a good speaker that's not burnt that I want to use. It's 2:14. What time is it for me? Oh, yeah, no, it's pretty late. It's pretty late in the day for a live stream, but we're still doing it. We ball. Is that what they say? Ballin'? I remember that used to be a thing. Is that a thing anymore? Or do I sound elderly? Where's the other screw that holds this in? Where is it? Where? Is this it? Are you the cause of my inconvenience? Please. It's not. I wonder who actually I do I want to know. Honestly. I do want to know who burnt this thing because these things are tanky. They're meant to like they're meant to last like tornadoes and like survive those things. So the fact that this thing got burnt is kind of like a testament. Is that a rotating? Is that a motor? Oh my god! Hold on. Which knob? Which knob turns that? Which one? Which one? I can't find it. It rotated and then didn't rotate again. Oh well. We tried. To get help take it apart. Honestly, y'all. Can I get the inventor of the first radio to pull up at my house? Can I do some necromancy? Can I if I roll a D&D dice and I get a good enough number, can I summon the inventor of the radio? I call upon the spooky ghost to help me. Dear God, why is this not working? Is it this piece? Is this piece right here the one that doesn't unscrew without a... Oh my gosh, it is. It's holding in everything. I found it. I found the part that's holding in everything. But it's a stripped screw that's free spins. Of course it's free spins. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Can I use a screwdriver to hold it in place? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not fine. In fact, I'm very, very not fine. I'm angry. I'm angry now. This is my angry voice. Stop spinning. Stop. 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 It's not working. It's not. It's okay. It's not okay. Okay, I'm gonna go grab pliers. I'll be back. I gotta go outside. I have returned. Yeah. I have pliers. The iconic look of my bed. Yes. My striped blanket. The amount of pillows on both sides. All right. Does this work? Please work. Please work. They're too big. No. Who's calling my house? I'll be back. Goodness. Sorry for taking all the time, y'all. I'm back. For context, my grandmother called me because my great-grandmother was in the hospital at the moment. She has, like, dementia, my great one. My grandmother's mother. There we go. And what happened was she was on her way back to the house, I believe. And she wanted to call my grandfather to let him know because he's out at the lake feeding the fish. What's my phone number? I can't give out my phone number. I don't even use it. I don't call people. That is not something I do. Mostly because my phone is, like, bad. I don't give out my phone number. I'm sorry. Personal information, we can talk up a storm on here, have a lovely time, but I don't give away contact information, you know? The most I got's a business email. I don't text people. I don't do that. I'm not one for what's it called? What's that word for when people online get way too close with other individuals who are online, who are like what's parasocial, right? I think it's parasocial. I'm trying to remember it, but not even for love. I already got a partner, but even then, I don't call on the phone. I'm not one for phone calls. Can I peel this off? The only time I ever answer the phone call is when it's my grandmother. But yeah, I'm very, very what's it called? Antisocial. There we go. I'm on social media, but I'm antisocial. Ain't that funny? I enjoy small talks like this, but when it's not at my like leisure, I don't enjoy talking. Is how I say. Or like my own thing. I show up when I want to be talked to, and when I don't want to be talked to, I'm just not around. That's mean. I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. Please. Y'all, I'm about to cry. I gotta bend this metal bracket outwards. I hate having to do this, but it's the only way I can even reach this bolt to stop it from free spinning. Okay. We got it. There we go, finally. I did it! This little bolt took 20 minutes to remove. Isn't that crazy? This little itty bitty bolt that we can barely see with our eye. Because it was free spinning. That's wild. It's crazy how things like that work. Now, what if I were to tell you that the second bolt is free spinning? The second one too. But it's on the front, where I can't get to it. What if I just desperately unscrew this? Maybe I won't have to. You know, like that could always be like a possibility. Please work. I'm so sad. Still just unscrewing. This is pain. Maybe I can just undo this bolt. Maybe I can just undo these bolts, and the solution will be there. You know, like no, the bolts have a protective covering to make them slippery. Inner peace, inner nirvana. You don't get angry. You don't let inanimate objects get the best of you. You gotta be above that, you know? You used to have anger issues when you were younger, Bex. You can't do this, you know? You can't do that no more. You're a different person. And if that means you have to handle a situation, not a simulation, not We're not in Job Simulator, where a singular bolt stops you from working on the project that you love oh so much. You must defeat the bolt. Slowly, but surely. I bring my worries to the abyss, as in I take anything that stresses me, I look at it from a different perspective, and then I'm fine. You just gotta look for the net positives and stuff. Everything has net positive, pros and cons. Change is the only constant in the universe. You know? Like, the only rule is almost everything changes. I don't use prayer. I don't pray. No, that's not my thing. Others are allowed to, but me, I don't do that. Though, well, let me look. Are you raising your eyebrow? I don't pray. Yeah. It's mostly because I don't worship a central religion. That's not my thing. I don't worship. Because if I were to do that, I'd have a, like, what would happen is I would have a centralized belief that would divide me from being able to, like, communicate with all the other different beliefs around me. It wouldn't allow, there'd be a difference rather than true neutral, which I want to maintain. Basically, I want to remain unbiased, I believe. Unbiased, I think. It's hard for me to try and, like, explain, but I hope you guys get what I'm trying to say. If not, that's also understandable, because I don't know how to say it. Aha! Oh, the dogs are barking. 1 second. I do have to see if my family is returned. Hello. How's it going? I've returned. I know I can never be true neutral, but I can always try my best to be. That's okay. Nobody's perfect, and I know I am far from it. But I can live, I try to, you know? But that's the fun part with perspectives. Anti-Bex house door. I can't move my phone or else my Wi-Fi goes out. That's not even a joke. We are at the one position where I get 2 bars. If I move anywhere else, it goes down to 0. I live that far in the woods. Can this, like, pop up? Don't break. I don't know what this is, but I don't break it. I'm scared of it. Scared of this thing. Okay. Can these turn? Lift. Lifting moment. How to lift. Like a super cool bodybuilder or whatever. Ow. Take that phone apart. I'm not taking my phone apart. I did that. I already rebuilt my phone so it could work as fast as it possibly could. I can't change it anymore. It can't get any faster. That's the sad part. This phone wasn't even meant to last as long as it has. All the other models of this phone, apparently, like what I read online, this phone was only to last 4 years. This thing's lasted 6. Because I modified it. I'm too broke to afford a new one. I can't even afford a screen replacement. What do I say about that? I don't want to go into those areas, but I personally believe that bad things like, crime, contrary to popular belief, I think things like crime, that are bad. Bad. This just in, guys. Crime, not good. Yeah. What is causing this? Ow. Is it you? It was you! It was that bolt! Sorry, I've just defeated. My age, I just graduated high school. I'm 18. Went to go to engineering. Couldn't afford the college. What's the tuition fees? Sadly. So, what in the world was that? What in the world was that? That was some interesting stuff right there, YouTube. Connecting me from like my own stream. No, YouTube just kicked me off the stream. That's what it just did. I had to reopen it. What was that? What I said is I don't drive. I don't. Ow. Don't cut it, please. Yeah. Bro, I got so scared I hit that musical note. This thing terrifies me. Alright, does it work? Oh my goodness, why? Every time I turn around, there's just more wire. There's just more wire. So that's why. What? Oh yeah, YouTube, yeah, it kicked me. It just kicked me off my own stream, which is kind of YouTube moment, as the streamers on like Twitch and stuff would say. I'm not cool like that. Little statement, I guess, because most YouTubers and stuff say this, and it does help me. If you guys do enjoy your time on the stream, like talking here, please do press the like button. That way we can get some more faces showing up. Because the funny YouTube algorithm doohickey or whatever, like, recommends people based on that. So if you wish to help out, sure it's not the 2-bar? Hey, don't. My 2-bar is very consistent. In this exact spot right there, it stays perfect all year. Do I have a VR? Yeah, I have a VR headset. Same issue with my phone though. And like internet companies won't build Wi-Fi towers out here where I live. They refuse to because there's not enough people living out here. So like I just don't get Wi-Fi. I think the closest thing I'd be able to, there is like one other provider, but they're like expensive. Another reason why I do YouTube, so I can eventually afford it. I do YouTube to be creative and also like be able to afford the things I love. VR. What? I use a hotspot. It is my hotspot. That's what I use. My hotspot sucks. What do you think I'm streaming on right now? Bold of you to assume I wasn't streaming with my hotspot. It's just bad. This is just a common Bexley L, guys. Yeah. I'm going through it out, y'all. I live in, if you guys know the show Courage the Cowardly Dog, I live in, why it's so painful? How am I 18 and no Courage the Cowardly Dog? I grew up like that. I grew up on old white shit. I grew up on old white shows. I kid you not. I live with my grandparents. They raised me. So, by the way, it's really bad, apparently. I guess it's storming near the Wi-Fi tower, like 16 miles away. I get really annoyed about that. I'm sorry. It hurts my soul that I have to rely on, like, everyone else gets like really cool Wi-Fi and stuff, and I gotta rely on a Wi-Fi tower that's like literally like a whole town away just for me to be able to do the stuff I enjoy. Why? Why won't this work? You know what? Can I just like rip it out the front? I mean, I could. I don't want to. I don't condone it, but if need be. Oh wait, these are bolts. I can just take that off. Never mind, Jurassic measures were not required. I don't really add people in VR. I stay in private worlds as well. Again, I'm very, very antisocial. I normally just have it while the storm is coming. The storm is approaching. I've angered the storm. I've summoned it. This is actually a cursed item. When any harm happens to this radio, a storm approaches. This radio has only been playing. What's it called? I believe Song of Storms from like Zelda or whatever. It only broadcasts that one song, guys. Real. I'm so happy I'm getting even tinier like bolts. It's so cool. Can't even see them. All this effort for cosplay, but I enjoy what I do, so I'm gonna continue. Please work. Please work. Please work. Oh my God! Please, please, I beg. I beg you. Please. I can only take so much. Please. Why must everything be on top of itself? Favorite genre? Probably Electro Swing or like songs made for like video games and stuff. I love songs made for video games. Like they're real. I enjoy them. If you guys know the content creator JT Music and like their BioShock songs, stuff like those. You like yodeling? I see. It's a very unique taste, as I can say. And I don't think I've ever ran into somebody who actually like likes the yodel. I'm having a stroke. I need water. God. I turned into Porky Pig. No. From Looney Tunes, man. Got that stutter. The struggle is real. I also like swing music. I'm a really big fan of like swing music and like classicals with like classical and like instrumental music. I enjoy that heavily. Funny enough, when I was in school, I had a bully who took my headphones off my head and like put them on, and he's like, "Bro, what are you listening to?" And the funny thing was, I was allowed to listen to my music. Funk. I've heard like one funk song, I believe. It was decent. It was kind of just like noise, but all music is noise. I don't know how to describe it. It's hard to describe. So it's like when you really think about it, it's hard to describe music other than noise that has patterns. You know, like. But yeah, so like what happened with the bully was he took my headphones, right? Put them on, listened to my music, and it was funny because he didn't like. He's like, "Bro, this is garbage," right? And the reason why is because I was listening to Beethoven. I listened to a lot of instrumentals and stuff like that, and like classical, as I said. He thought I was like listening to rap and stuff like that. He thought I was the quiet kid, and I wasn't actually. I would just keep to myself because I did not enjoy his company because he was a very rude person who bullied my friends, and he was racist. So you know, it was not cool. Because racism's bad. Anyway. Oh my goodness, there's more bolts. I spent all this time to remove these bolts, and there's more. Why are there bolts under the bolts? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, that same guy gets in trouble that same day for listening to music in his earbuds, right? Because he was listening to, like, rap and, like, stuff like that. And he was just blatantly ignoring the teacher. So it was really funny to see instant karma happen. Oh, God. What happened? That was scary. What did that? Why was that? I'm scared now. What did I do? What did I do? And how did I do it? What did I do and how did I do it? Why is this one screw still stuck? These are all the questions of the universe. Number one, how much weight do I need to put on this stupid screw to get it done? Why? Why? It's it's turning it's breaking my screwdriver. Please. Please. Can I cut it? Can I cut it with my knife? Please. Please stop. Just go away. Just get away. I'm so sad. I've been fighting with the same screw for an hour. An hour. Why? Why must this thing be built so sturdy? Bro, I'm going to use the pliers to just rip the piece off, man. Like at this point. Please. Listen. We have two options here. You either come up normally or I rip it apart. I'm being defeated by a screw that was put into a piece of metal decades ago. This is bullcrap. This is malarkey, as they say. Oh, God. Can I just, like, pop it up, please? Is that another speaker? Is that what this is? Is all this for... God. I swear if this is all for another speaker. You know what? No, it's fine. We're going to move this out my way. We're going to move this out my way, and we're just going to undo this bolt. We're just going to undo a bolt. You're going to leave and be right back? All right, then. Thank you for stopping by. Look forward to seeing you. Ow, ow. This is the struggle stream. It went from happy building machines to I'm being defeated by ancient technology. And I'm getting really hot because of this hoodie. Okay, we're going to fix my hair. That way I don't look insane. Regain my composure so I don't scare off any new viewers. Take a break from my hands. And then I'm going to hop back to it. Okay. And now, we return to what we do here. Ow. Please turn. Please turn. Yes, yes, please turn. Keep rotating. Okay. Welcome to anyone. We're disassembling an antique radio that's burnt on the inside to use it for a project. And who would have thought screws that were placed long before I was ever born would be so difficult to remove. Please just work. Just are my pliers bad? Like, what is going on? I don't think pliers can be bad. Okay. Move. Out of my way. Out of my way. Move it. Move it. Okay. I'll try it again. I hope everyone who joined is having a lovely day, by the way. Like this should be rotating. Okay, can I like... Oh dear great goodness. There is not enough shielding in the world to protect whoever invented this thing from my wrath. How could they make... Oh, welcome back. Hi. I'm going to write them a sternly written letter talking about the amazing quality of their product. Like, why is this so good when I don't need it to be? And then I'm going to politely ask for a sponsorship. Not really. That'd be petty. I would love to have a sponsorship, though, but I don't think I'm popular enough to have sponsors yet. We'll get there one day, though. We just gotta stay on that grind, you know? I need to stop saying, you know, because I don't know. I'm going mad. Screwdriver. Please. Please. Ow. Ow. It's fine. My actual name, I go by Vex. I go by Vexley. That is the name. You know, Markiplier has Mark. I have Bex. That is name. Bex's name. Is this just like pain and sorrow and agony? Like, what is this? Who built this thing? The inventor, like the creator of Fort Knox? Like, what is this? Huh. Yeah, joke's on you. I don't have a license because I don't drive. Haha. It is also Bex. I go by Bex. Bex's name is Bex. I'm sorry to inform you. This is getting verified, bro. Yes. You know, if I ever get like a Nintendo sponsorship, that'd be pretty baller. But like, I don't know if I get like a Nintendo sponsorship. Gonna be honest, but if I did, I'd probably just ask them for something cool. And they'd be like, hey, can I like promote your new product if you send me something like a custom made Mario coin or something like that? You know. Very bad deal, but then again, Nintendo's not the kind of company to go willy nilly about giving out money. Last time I checked, anyway. So the most I could get is a cool coin. Oh, by the way, this is my hammer. It is also my screwdriver. And it is also my screwdriver. And it is also my screwdriver. And then it's my screwdriver. My grandfather gave this to me. I love this thing. It's so useful, actually. It's a bunch of different tools you need, and it's just great. My screwdriver hammer is just, it's a really good piece of equipment to have. Especially when a part is in the way of you taking out a bolt. I normally don't condone hitting things, but like this brings me sorrow. How dare this be built with such quality and care? What do I do? If there is nothing I can do, I'm just keep struggling. I know not of how I can even combat this. I hear it free spinning on the other side too. Stop, please. I normally don't get this riled up. I need to calm down. I need to get myself something to drink, some of my water. I need to look at this from a different angle. Okay. So, if this is free spinning, but it doesn't free spin when I do this, and I apply pressure to the little screw, then I should just apply more pressure to the screw until it eventually comes out. There's just like a wall of green in the chat. If you enjoy your time here, by the way, and you're curious about the project, consider liking, sticking around, having a good chat. I feel it moving. Can the pliers reach to the other side? Please work. Ow. Okay. Is it still doing it? No, stop free spinning, please. Listen, I can only handle so much. It wants me to cry. It wants me to feel sorrow. My leg hurts. Hold on. Ow. Okay. Now we go back to what we do. We pull this forward and we continue unscrewing. Oh my goodness. Can you just unscrew? Oh, hey. There's a screw here. Is that the screw I was looking for? No, it wasn't. I'm gonna hold it there with my finger now. And we're gonna do this. I did it! Yes! Yes, God, yes! Oh my God, I've done it! I defeated it! This screw! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. A literal hour of my time. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy. All right. Now, is it stuck? I think it's stuck. Oh, of course it's stuck. Why wouldn't it be stuck? It could never just end like this, can it? Just has to have another step. Where's the other one? Where is it? Oh no, that's for the front of the radio. Never mind. Put that back. Put that back. We need that. Where'd that go? I'm in such pain. I'm in such sorrow. I might end the stream and start back tomorrow. For I'm in pain and my fingers hurt. Actually, I'm definitely going to do that. My fingers are like cut up and blistering, so I'm gonna take our small victory for today. We're defeating it. And I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, clean up my mess. Oh. And then I will be back tomorrow. Probably not for as long of a stream as it was today, but I will stream, hopefully, if I'm not dying of like a lost voice from talking so much today. Good day to you, and thank you for watching. It meant a lot, and I hope to see you guys again real soon.